Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. Can you hear me correctly or is it a bit too loud? Let's check. Hello! The game seems to be a little bit too loud on my side, so let me check it out for a second here. Alright. Yeah, let me check that. Can you hear me better now? Is it working now? How about this? Is my voice okay? Seems to, like, everything on my side kind of exploded. But is it working now? Let's see again. From my side it still looks a little bit too loud. Is this better now? Let's hope so. Awesome. Alright then. So welcome to today's stream. If you guys remember, if you guys had seen us from the other day when we were talking in the start of the Going Rogue Steam sale. Well, today's the last day and we wanted to do an extra stream. Well, it's just me today, so I will be playing a little bit more of the game. Maybe we can see the other side of the demo, where usually we tend to stick to just watching the... You know, just watching the metro stage, but maybe we can get a shot at looking at the amusement park. So, well, right now I'm just having one screen, so I might be a little bit late on answering your questions you put on the chat, but I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. So, yeah, let's get playing some more Remnants of the Rift. Today we'll be playing on the controller because it's a little bit more fun playing it this way instead of just the keyboard. Yesterday I didn't have a chance to do it. Well, not yesterday, the other day I didn't have a chance because I had no idea where I had left my controller. But I finally found it, so we can play it the way it's meant to be played, with a nice, efficient controller. Well, for me that would be the PlayStation controller because it's way more comfortable for my tiny hands, but it also works on Xbox and other third-party Joy-Cons, so whichever controller you have, it should work on your side. So yeah, from last time we kind of had this weird little bug going on. It was kind of odd, but I mean, it's not that odd. I know it's kind of hard to make it happen, but I managed to. But it shouldn't happen anymore, I hope so. That's a fun part of playing, games in development, making games. You never know what things will kind of crash. But yeah, this time around we'll have more fun things to do, as we have our own specials. Well, I have my full skill set now. From last time, as we were only playing the tutorial, we didn't have the mine equipped yet. This time around I do, so I feel a lot more ready to explore the past. Or let's see if I'm doing it well enough, hopefully. Alright, let's go from right there. And there we go. It's all going pretty well now. Now, I believe I'm going to turn off the music a little bit more because it still seems to be a little bit too high. Hopefully that goes a little bit better. Well, it's a bit too loud on my side too. Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, I'm totally a pro at the game now. I know all the combinations, or I like to believe I know all the combinations. Well, that's kind of a fun part. It's usually just me playing it, but if you get a chance to see other of the dev team playing the game, you'll see they usually play it a little bit more different than I do. Like, I'm one of the few people in the team that actually likes the mines, Everybody's like, no, the mines suck. They're like the worst kind of skill, but they're pretty useful. They're pretty neat. Like just having the option to just leave a mine in there and be like, oh yeah, I can just forget about this enemy. It's very useful. It's very nice. So let's see. Last time we had this fun little bug where we didn't have a chance to meet Juno, but let's see if actually we can do it this time around. To unlock the amusement park in the demo, you need to talk to Juno 2 times, so I hope I can find her soon. We never know when she might appear. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it takes forever. That's the fun part of it being, well, like, random levels. Let's go with this one. Okay, so we got to Juno's Forge. However, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, as I was telling you guys, you need to meet up with Juno 2 times to be able to unlock the amusement park. This time around, it's the first time we talked to her because, as I was telling you guys, my game just died the other day, so we didn't get a chance to meet her beforehand. So we just talked a little bit to her, and to make this a little bit more interesting and show you guys a different part of the game this time around, I might go on a little bit of a suicide route this time around, just so we can meet up with her faster again. So to do that quickly, I can just go and I can pause the game and then just give up. That's useful sometimes. You know, if you get a really bad build, you don't like the skills you were getting, and you're like, nah, I'm not going to beat this place, and I just want to do it like fast. You can always just give up. It's useful to have that around for sure. All right, so we have 10 credits right now, and if I'm not mistaken, I do not have enough credits to buy another skill. Yeah, they haven't been unlocked yet, so I'll keep with the ones I have right now, which doesn't matter because those are my favorites. So we need to go to the metro again to see if we can meet up with Juno once more. Thank you. We do like Juno a lot too. It's a fun character. Like when we were designing this stuff, like, well, I'm a big fan of making like weird creatures and like mixing stuff up. Like, I don't know, making, you could say, like alien characters and all that kind of fun stuff. I definitely have a lot of quite a good time designing that kind of characters. So when we were doing the Aemir, we had these ideas like mixing up, like, you know, turtles, kind of like the normal aliens. We also were playing around with the idea of having like mushroom people, so to speak. So that's why they have these kind of membranes on their head, and they're this kind of like, you know, bird people, turtle people, but also like mushroom people. And they're fun. Like creating those characters, it's really fun, and just like drawing them, it's fun because they're very like, I don't know, drawing things with beaks is a lot of fun for me. So just doing that kind of character, just it was fun. It was like a fun process creating them. Right now in the demo you only meet her, but in the final game you will meet other kinds of Aemir characters, so I'm sure you guys will have fun meeting them too. Yeah, that can happen. If you're not careful, you end up hitting yourself with the mines. It's kind of one of my favorite parts of it. Like, they can be pretty useful, but you have to be careful not to hit yourself with them. I tend to do it a lot. You know, like, oh yeah, I just put up my mine and they won't hit me and I'm faster than them, and then but I go way too fast. And then I get like immediate regret about it. hope it doesn't happen again. Hope this works. And now I'm going to start collecting cores to up my chances to meet up with Juno once more. Yeah, personally, like, it's easy to play the game with the keyboard too, but I definitely like playing it with the controller a lot more. It just feels nice, it feels like very natural. Mostly because, as I was telling you guys beforehand, my hands are tiny. And like, it used to be quite an issue with me when I was like a little bit younger. Like, I had friends with Xbox, and I could never play Xbox games. Like, their controllers were too small for me. Well, too big, I'm sorry. And whenever I tried to do anything with them, like, I couldn't reach the whole buttons when playing. And it was really sad, like, just wanting to, like, play fighting games. It was really annoying because I could either hit or I could either block. But I couldn't, like, react on time all the time because it was just, like, too difficult with my tiny hands. I gotta say though, the Xbox One controllers are way better than the ones from before. Those were like very clunky. Whoa, I'm not getting any luck right now to meeting up with June again. Hopefully it happens soon. Well, you cannot, as I was telling you guys, you cannot unlock the amusement park until you meet up with her twice in different runs. So you can, like, if you happen to meet up twice with her in one run, it wouldn't work because it has to, like, some time has to happen, so to speak, before you can unlock this up. Ooh, those guys. I'm not a fan of them. They're a really stressful bunch, but there we go. I think this won't explode on me. Then I can go ahead with this. Let's see this guy here. There we go. What a nice little combo I did there, huh? Now I'd rather this guy stay here a little while longer while we deal with this one first. Let's give you a little shoot. And we stunned you over here. I'll leave this here just in case. But let's try to bait him over to me. Let's see. Whenever you hit this big guy over here, he starts getting like angry at you. So you will see that he starts getting like these kind of waves inside, or like up in his body. That just means like he's angry and he'll start chasing you. So it's important to be careful about that. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. Juno really doesn't want to appear this time around. She's being very picky, huh? And oh, these aren't kind of scary. Let's give it a little pause, just as I was telling you guys. Just a small pause to have a second to read the comments. Yeah, we remember you, Juan Pablo. It's very nice to see you just chilling with us at the stream. It's very nice. I'm really glad you're liking the art direction of the game. We've had like a lot of fun designing it, and it's just nice to see others enjoy what we've been creating. It's fun, like just there's some kind of stuff that has been easy, other stuff has been a lot more like doing a lot of weird stuff to make it like work. It's like isometric games are a lot of fun, but they can be pretty hard to work in. Like sometimes it can get very complicated to make like people be able to like move around the stage and be like okay with the movement and everything. So like it happens in any kind of game, like you start creating something and you get used to how it works, so whenever somebody new starts playing it, like they can get very confused, and one as a designer can be like, oh yeah, we know how to play it, so everybody should be able to play it the same way as we do. But that's never true. Like everybody has their own like we know the game better than somebody that's their first time playing it, so we just cannot be like, how would you say it, like be sure about it. Like we cannot just assume everybody will play the same way as we do. That's not something that can be done. So we always try to listen to the comments we get from people. Which reminds me, if you guys are liking what you're seeing, please be sure to check out our Kickstarter campaign. We have a lot of cool rewards that you might like if you have a little second to watch our campaign, see if something is to your liking, so you could share with your friends. You could also, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I'm gonna die, guys. Oh. Oh, or maybe I won't die. That can get a little bit hard to do, you know. Ah, no. That's always the most fun part. Like sometimes this happens in the game where the enemy is really close to your modulator, and you know you're very close to dying, so you start like pausing your aim mode every second to see what happens first, if they'll attack first or if I'll get a chance to reload one of my skills. However, right now the only skill I have on quick cooldown will be my mine, so I guess I will have to make do with just 1 point left of life. Let's use this small pause to let me tell you guys a little bit more about the Kickstarter. As I was telling you guys, yeah, we're working on this Kickstarter, and I hope if take a moment to see the stuff that we're doing, see if you like the game. You can also download the demo over there. It's up in Twitch, it's up in Steam, and it's up in itch.io, if that's more of your kind of game page. And it's a demo, it's totally free, and you can get a lot of time playing it, like around an hour or two of gameplay, depending on how much is your experience playing roguelike games. Also isometric games, that's also kind of a part of it. And yeah, as I was telling you guys beforehand, we also love hearing of your comments, so we're like we're very releasing to all the stuff you type to us on Steam, on itch.io, but also we have a Discord, if that's more of your thing. We also have like a channel dedicated to just Remnants of the Rift, so if you guys like the game and if you happen to see something that you would like to give suggestions or comments or whatever about it, we would love to hear about you guys in the Discord. So if I could get some little bit of help with about posting the Discord link, that would be great. Oh no, the mine only hits you. The mine only attacks in one tile. There is a special mod that makes it become like an AoE, but the normal mine only hits one place, like this. Well, let me see. I need to kill this guy. So yeah, when you hit up the mine, oh, I finished this one up. Oh, that's good. We got to Juno. So after we're done with Juno, I'll explain a bit more about how the mine works. So yeah, once you meet up with her the second time, you'll get another special text with her, which will telling you about how you have met. You get a special card from the leader of the bronze frame, which is another of the factions you meet inside the game. It's another one of the factions for which you accept missions to, and each faction has their own special place inside the Bast. For example, the ones with bees are usually in this metro area, and the ones in the bronze frame, as I was telling you guys, it's in the amusement park. So yeah, you get this mysterious character appearing on your side. You don't get to meet him yet, but for now he just tells you about the stuff that you are now a member of the bronze frame and blah blah blah, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm just skipping it over, so when you guys play the demo you can read this text more on your at your own pace, and kind of not to spoil everything. So yeah, I'll just get something with her, and I'll make use of this moment, and I guess I will just keep up again so we can meet. We can see the new area now. But yeah, isometric games can be kind of hard at times. Like, it depends on how much experience one has playing isometric games. Like, when it's your first isometric game, it can be a little bit hard to get used to what's up, what's down, what's left, what's right. But once you get a little bit of time playing it, 5 minutes or so, your mind just gets used to the isometric view, so it becomes pretty easy to just move around it. Or that's what I have seen on my own side. So yeah, let's give it a look here. We have the transference skill ready. Let's buy it. However, let's see what happens if I remove. Well, I'm going to try a run without the mine, and I'll be using the transference skill this time around. I'm not that good with this skill, but it's one of the team favorites, so let's go ahead with it. But yeah, once you unlock the bronze frame, you will also get a chance to look at the at your reputation screen, in which you can see how much progress you've made with each faction, and you can see a tiny little badge depending from which one you were. So yeah, this is this is the stuff you get from bees, and this is the one you get from the bronze frame, which is a fun fact. That little picture you can see here was that was drawn by Juno. She has quite the artistic talent, huh? But yeah, let's go back to the office, and as I was telling you guys, we have now unlocked the amusement park. So let's give it a go. Cursor keeps appearing on my side, and that gets a little bit annoying. But yeah, this is a whole nother area in the game. It's still the Bast, but this is inside the amusement park. It's got a different song. It looks way different from the metro. And you do get different, the levels you get in here are a little bit different from the ones you get in the metro too. So it will always be a different kind of experience here. Oh man. Now I'm really regretting having removed Deep Mine. This mod is really good with the mine skill, but right now we didn't have it, so I guess I will just add it to the transference this time around. Now I'll start crawling cores, see what else I can get. And the fun part about the transference skill is this. So whenever you have this skill on, you can swap places with the character. So now that I have done that, I have moved around with this fun little guy, and I can use him to my advantage. Now that happens sometimes. It can be a little bit hard to just time yourself correctly with that. But let's see, let's get this guy here. Now I didn't time it correctly. As you can see, I'm trying really hard to avoid these fun little tiles around me, because what these do is they will swap your control scheme with you, so your up is now your down, your left is now your right, and it can be pretty tricky. So I'm trying to avoid them as much as I can right now. I'm gonna swap with this guy again, just to move him around and make use of my other skills. Well, that was very bad. Oh man. Yeah, see? Everything swaps off and it can get a bit hard. There we go. I'm not getting any mods right now. I hope I get a special mod soon. It's always more fun to play the game with those equipped. Now, one of the cool parts of using the transfer skill is, as I was telling you guys, you can swap yourself with the enemy, and oh, I didn't time it correctly, but I'm just going to stun this guy around. And yeah, you can set up the enemies to get better combos with your skills. It's pretty useful. It's useful when I have the cooldowns ready for me. Now, let's try again. Let's get this little guy over here. While the game is on, it happens in real time, and you can pause the game while doing your skills. Now, that's one useful thing to having the transfer skill this time around. If an enemy does get to my modulator, I can just swap places with them, and I will be free. And my modulator can be safe one more day. Yeah, it's not a bad skill, it's actually a pretty useful skill. But I don't know, I like having the mine with me, so I always feel sad when I don't have it. Now we're with Juno, but we only have one mod right now, I think. Yeah, it's just the mark, but it's useful to upgrade it anyways. And we now have a new mod. It's always a good idea to go with them first. Yeah, we love Juno too. It's a really fun character. It's just like having a bird person. Or more of a turtle person. What do you guys think? Would you say Juno's more of like a turtle or more like a bird? That's an interesting question. I guess I would go a little bit more with a turtle. But what about you guys? I mean, she does have kind of like bird feet, so... It's a fun thing. Now I'm gonna swap with you again. That's not good. One of the fun parts of Juno's character, as I was telling you guys, is that she's part of this faction called the Bronze Frame. And these guys, they're like human aficionados, so to speak. They just love the way humans have their own culture and everything. Like, they're very interested in, but in a weird way, you know, like they're a big fan of novellas and just talk shows and all that kind of stuff. So they try to they try and be like humans, but see, the Aenir cannot visit the human world and the humans cannot visit the Aenir world. So they only get this like budget idea of how humans live by their TVs. So that's why you can have Juno and like she's just wearing like she's trying to wear human clothes, but she doesn't quite get how to use them, you know? That's why she also uses like she's using 2 shirts. Okay. So the brain shake, as you can see, we get 2 seconds of DC to the character, and the DC is like a pre-stun. So in this case, I think it might be better to give it to the Prana shot. And I'm going to keep collecting more cores. I'm doing pretty well with my with my modulator right now, so I don't see much of a need to add the to get some prana, to use it like to upgrade my modulator or anything. It's going pretty well right now, so I'm going to assume I will not need it. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Usually like you say I won't need it and then you immediately start needing it. But let's see what happens. So yeah, you can see that the amusement park levels tend to be a little bit more trickier than the ones you get in the metro, but you do tend to get like stronger enemies over there. Like you will rarely ever see those you know, those big guys with the giant laser. You won't see them much of them here in the amusement park, but you will get a little bit more of those tricky places with them. Oh, finally a special mod. Oh, these guys, yeah. Yeah, the amusement park tends to be a lot more trickier than the metro. I wouldn't say I'm the best at the tricky levels. Now, this guy over here, he's just chilling and he's just like doing, like he's just there. But just being there is a very dangerous thing, you know? What this guy does is whenever you're in his zone, you cannot attack. As you can see, I'm trying to use my skills, but I am completely unable to. They have like this bad idea. They have this nullifying zone around them, and whenever you're close to them, you will not be able to attack. So the enemies can make use of it and be protected and such. Like right now I'm saying, oh yeah, I want to kill the enemies first, so I'm just going to ignore these guys. But they like to like congregate, so it can be dangerous to just leave them all hanging in there. It can be a good strategy, it can be a terrible strategy. Now I did something kind of bad there. See my terrible idea? Oh. Let's see if I don't die here. I was saying, the bad thing in here is I can't do much with them. And while I'm up in their zone, I can't move around and I can't attack. So what? Oh, that was very bad from my side. That's very dangerous. Ooh, I don't want to die, guys. I hope we don't die. There we go. Now I want him to move over here. And I don't want this guy getting up close, so I'm going to stun him again. There we go. And there we go. We managed to set this up nicely. Now I'm going to stun him again, and I don't like him being so close to my modulator, at least that one. So I will go over here. Things can start to get pretty tricky sometimes, but we managed just fine. So yeah, this is the fun part of like some enemies, they won't bother hitting the modulators, they will just be chilling, or some of them just like hitting Morgan. So sometimes it could be like, yeah, I could go with this or I could go with that. Sometimes it's better to just like leave some characters, like some of the enemies just chilling in there, but sometimes it might be better to just try and get rid of them before they start like grouping up even more and becoming very dangerous. Now here we have two options. We can get a better switch skill, well, a transfer skill in which we can, as you can see, we improve our range and it removes a bit of a cooldown, or chain reaction, which is my favorite mod of all of them. Just being able to have like chaining your stunts is very useful. So I will have to go with this one because it's just my favorite mod. I can't not take that one. Yeah, I'd say Juno is like a turtle fish bird person plus mushroom. Quite the character. So yeah, talking a little bit more about Juno because she has been the one that has accompanying us all this during this stream. She is definitely a mix of weird species, but also the fun part about her is that she's always just chilling around in the past. She's kind of like on the eternal road trip, just collecting stuff from the past, seeing if she finds something interesting, just gathering a bunch of junk in there. As you can tell from her tiny camper, you can see that she's storing a bunch of random junk in there. You can see a television, there's there's a tire in there. I think the other thing is, if I'm not mistaken, I think that one was like a dishwasher, or maybe it was a radio. She's just like collecting a lot of stuff, as you can see. There's also her trusty chair, which is also a little bit down for the wear, but it still works enough. So she's just like starts collecting everything. You could kind of say she's a hoarder a little bit. She's very, very much a fan of just collecting like random human technology. Everything is worth and interesting for her. And you can also see she has two little tanks in there. Those are her, you could say those are her horses. And those are the ones she uses to move around her her little camper van all around the bast. She's quite resourceful for sure. Yeah, we're big fans of Juno too. So yeah, I have enough cores and I will upgrade both. Just because I have the cores, why not? Now these guys, they're very annoying too. As I was telling you guys, these enemies, similar to the other ones, as you can see, they will they are not they will not bother the modulators at all. They'll just be like releasing these spores on the stage, which you can see are those interesting swirly things around there. Now the fun part about them is that they will either affect Morgan or they will affect the enemies themselves. So if I just leave that one there, I should be completely safe. And oh no, maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. Now I'm going to stun this guy around, and these dudes will just keep releasing spores. I hope I do not regret doing this. Like, I'm just going to let them hang out in there, do their own thing, and as you can see, the stage will start filling up with those fun little spores. It will start getting pretty trippy in here, you can tell. Now I'm here, and see, that's a fun part of the chain reaction. Now these two dudes are stunned, and I can calmly wait for my Prena Dash skill to finish the cooldown. Ah, and these guys, see? I can take my time, just making sure they are properly damaged. And as they will both be stunned, I can make use of it. See? It's a great skill, just being able to stun them. But now... ah, the stage is getting really trippy here. And yeah, what these guys do, this fun little spore, does the same thing as the little tiles you saw the other time. They also swap out my control scheme. So I am in danger. Just this guy to get angry at his buddy, and they can start hitting each other, which is very useful for me. They can just do this. Oh gosh, this is very trippy, guys. I'm scared. Oh boy, there we go. He's toast, and I can get this other guy. Ah, there we go. I did it. It gets very trippy, but you can go like either way. Like try and remove the the little nuisances, or you can just ignore them and try to play around with them. Can work. Can be very dangerous at times. So it's it's definitely an experience. Now these guys, what they do is once they see you, they will immediately go after you, and they can be pretty dangerous. See, I'm just stunned and I might die again. You have to be very careful not to let them like get close to my important items. They just like to rush it out. There we go. He's going after them, so there we go. They just like rushing it, so if you have another enemy around, you can use that to your advantage and have them kill each other. But just as with the bomb enemy, you have to be very careful to time it, so you don't end up hitting yourself. So long as you properly set up that, you should be safe. Wasn't the one I wanted to use, but there we go. No, they're very persistent little guys, so... I'm afraid. Now I'm just going to do this and try to get him to stay there, so this guy will hit him, or not. I was too slow. There we go. It's a fun part, like, you know. Playing around with the stage and the whole fact that it's, well, it's a grid. It can make for pretty interesting. Oof, that was bad from my side. It can make some pretty fun combinations. Whoa, no, we don't want that. Now I'm afraid I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to use, well, I can do this. There we go. And yeah, I can use them for my own good. It's pretty useful to use them against themselves. Oh god. See, they got angry at their own pals, so now they can kill him. And I can use chain reaction to think a little bit of what I will do next and not be so afraid for my own life. There we go, we got one. The game can really start like pretty fast paced, but sometimes you start getting like more difficult enemies, and then you can really make use of the whole lane mode where you can just like take your time to make sure your strategy is the one you had. Make sure you're doing the right strategy and make sure you won't die a painful death. Such a tricky place. But we did it! Now I'm going to override my brain shake with the unstable shift. I like it a bit better than the DC one sometimes. And I would rather wait for something better for my Prime Explosion. Now let's go get a special mod. So remember guys, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're liking what you're seeing, if the game is to your liking, please give our Kickstarter a look. See if you like the game. You can read more about the story, a little bit more about us, the studio. You can see a lot of fun, interesting goodies too. Plus we have a lot of cool rewards over there. So please give it a look. And if you like it, share it with your friends. Those combos always feel pretty good. Being able to take several enemies at a time is really, really nice. Now I'm going to stun these little guys in here. Let's get... I did the wrong skill there. Shouldn't be too much of an issue though. yeah, we have these skills for the transference in which I can upgrade my range or I can add an explosion around it. I'm going to go with the long switch this time around because it's just nice to have like a better range of the skill. So let's go with that one for transference. And let's get some more mods. However, I think we're very close to meeting up the fun guy here. Oh yeah, I was right! So yeah, this little fun guy is here. Let's see if I can make it. Depending on the skills you have for this guy, it can be pretty easy or it can be pretty difficult to beat him. And fun part, you get a fun little new song when you get near the boss. If any of you guys have had a chance to try out the demo, have you been able to reach the boss and beat him? Let us know in the comments. Now give me a second to take a chance to read the comments in the chat. As I was telling you guys, I only have one screen right now, so it can be a little bit hard to like keep track of everything. Alright then. Wish me luck, guys. So you get another chat. I'm going to go over ahead it rather quickly. As I was telling you guys, I'd rather not spoil you. So if you try out the demo, you can read this on at your own pace and enjoy them. Now yeah, you can see the colors get a lot more trippy once you reach this place. It's interesting that way. Now this dude just likes to hit you, and I'm going to try to use it against himself, and oh no. Now I'm going to get this guy out of here. Yeah, there we go. But I have to be quick about it, otherwise the bomb might explode, and we do not want that. Oh, it's a good thing you can stun bombs, huh? Oh no. That wasn't good. Now I just have one shot left at this. If I don't time it correctly, I'm in danger. There we go. I'm going to get you over here. There we go. So that's pretty useful. As you can see, those bombs really hurt the boss, so it's always good to try and get them to get the enemies to damage themselves. Now let's see. Oh god, this can be very stressful. There we go. You ain't getting there. There we go, there we go. Awesome. So yeah, once you hit the boss enough times, you will see you can damage its its shield. I cannot, as you can see, I cannot do anything to transfer it. Like, you cannot switch with this enemy, it's too big. But you just basically have to make sure to damage it enough. Oh no. Let's see if I can do this. Let's go with that. And yeah, oh no. Wait, I think I can still do this. Yeah. Okay, that works. It works. But it's not enough. Okay, I can get him like this, and if I do this other thing, there we go. And well, I cannot stun him, but I can sure be. I try to be careful and get. I try to hit him the most possible when he's available, but oh no, he's angry. So you can see once you start getting closer to it, like he will start hitting you way more intensely, and oh yeah, it can get pretty hard, but it's also a fun thing, just like you have to be extra sure not to like not get all the enemies to start hitting you. Make sure the to move around the bombs. Make sure you don't get hit by the other ones, and just like his attacks can also attack the modulators, so it's very important to always make sure to protect them and try to avoid just like having them get hit or stuff. Like Morgan can get hit as many times as whatever, and it won't affect your gameplay. Like you won't die if Morgan gets hit, but it's another whole nother story with the modulators. So yeah, I hope you guys can give the demo a shot, try out the game, see if it's to your liking. Remember, you can download it on the Kickstarter site. You can also open on Steam. You can see the demo over there. If it was worth your stuff, you can also find it there. It's completely free. Give it all a try. If you like it, please be sure to share the campaign with your friends, or if you really like it, we'd really appreciate it, and we'd be forever grateful if you do decide to to support us by becoming a backer. There are very special rewards for each one of the tiers. See them if anyone is to your liking. We'd love to see you around there. We also will be having a special backer channel, so we'd love to chat with you guys over there soon too. So yeah. As you can see, the amusement park is a very interesting place, and you could also see, like, if you have a chance to play, you can tell there's different kind of levels, so you will get you will get a very different experience playing it in the metro or the amusement park. So yeah, I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching me play the game, and I really hope you guys get a chance to play too, so you can have fun from your own side too. So yeah, that was the stream for today. Remember, please check out our Kickstarter and give it a look also if you want to join us over at Discord. We're very active over there, and we love hearing your comments. So thanks for joining me in the stream, guys. We'll be seeing you soon. Bye bye.